Hello, everyone. My name is Bernardo Stim, and I'm a writer for Our Magazine. Today, I'll be speaking with Edvin and Omar about the final season of Young Royals. So let's get started. Edvin, going into season three, Willem is conflicted between his love for Omar and his duty to the royalty. As an actor, how did you approach playing Willem at this point in time?
Well, it's always been like throughout the previous two seasons, it's been that dilemma. Like, is it possible to combine the two, his love for Simon and who he actually is, and the expectations and traditions of the royal court? And that dilemma has always been like probably the most fun to portray because he's so torn. And I think he's always had the emotions we see him go through during this last season is stuff that's always been there for him. It's always been bubbling, but he hasn't really realized it. But then this season, he goes through different trigger points, which makes those emotions surface. And it's been such a joy to play him this season.
Omar, the dilemma for Simon in season three is that he's now having to deal with all the responsibilities of dating a royal person. Was it challenging to play Simon going through the situation?
I wouldn't say challenging. It was more fun to play that. He was going through this journey of trying not to lose himself just to be with Villette. And so even his best friends told him, like, we are very scared of you, deleting yourself. And Simon, you have to exist. You cannot stop existing just because you have a boyfriend. And so, like, that's what, like, was very fun and a really not fun journey for Simon, but to play. And yeah, and then he just realized that, he's hurting because he sees that Ville is hurting and his whole family is hurting. And that makes Simon's family hurt as well because Simon is hurting. And so, like, everyone's hurting. And he just realized that, we cannot be together because we have to heal and we have to think about ourselves and our families. And this is literally not working. And so, yeah, then he had to take responsibility for both of them, kind of, and just, end it because he saw that, it's not working.
Yeah.
I think a lot of fans are feeling bittersweet feelings about this being the final season because on one hand, fans don't want the show to end, of course, but on the other hand, I think fans are looking forward to hopefully they're gonna get a happy ending finally after struggling for three seasons. And we can't get into spoilers, but they're hoping for the best for this couple. How do you guys see this coming to an end right here and right now?
Well, I think bittersweet is a very good word to describe it. I mean, it's it's uh, it's such a privilege to know like this is the last season and being able to tell the story from that perspective. Like this is the final chapter, the third final act in their story. And we knew that coming in, and we were like super excited to just give it everything and deliver the best season yet to the audience. And I think we've done that. And so that makes us feel like I think both of us very like happy and excited to show the audience this last season. I think everybody should be just happy because we're super excited.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, it's like it's meant so much to us this last or these last 3 years in the process of making this show. So saying goodbye to that is obviously I become sentimental just thinking about it. But it's bittersweet is a pretty good word. But I think the majority of it is a very happy and excited feeling.
Yeah.
Omar, you were only like 23 years old when the show premiered. What would you say is the biggest lesson that Omar has taught you over time? Maybe as a person, maybe as an actor.
Yeah, I was actually 22 when the show premiered. But yeah, I mean, the lesson that Simon taught me is basically like, um, you don't really have to be on top. You don't really have to try to reach perfect because you're good the way you are, and it's okay to just be yourself and not be too hard on yourself. I come from the artist side of this whole like crazy world that I'm in, and when you're an artist and you sing, you kind of want to look your best, you want to sound your best, you want to do the best music and all of that. But playing Simon is the complete opposite. Playing Simon is being vulnerable, raw, and like just being a normal 16-year-old. Yeah. And that's something very beautiful, and just could feel very naked sometimes. But it definitely helped my confidence, and I feel like I've grown a lot.
I love seeing the fans of Young Royals on social media. There's such a passionate fan base. You also have a lot of LGBTQ fans, of course, because of the series. What would you like to say to your LGBTQ fans who felt represented by watching you on the show and will now see the final chapter of the story?
I think it's so, like you said, it's so beautiful to see this audience being so like engaged and so connected to each other and to the show. I guess what I'd like to say to them is just like the fact that it's such a strong movement, and the fact that they are so engaged and connected. It's a testimony to how powerful the power of love is, and the fact that this show has been a success in countries where LGBTQI plus rights are compromised is also like evidence of that. Love always wins, and this show's message is just like, you gotta be who you are. Like it's your full right to be that, and we're gonna defend it till the day we die, and I hope you do it too.
I'll be right there by your side, defending our rights until we can. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I hope you have a wonderful day.